Alrighty guys, welcome back to some more Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode, we got access to the Grim Garden, a sort of virtual reality space that the Ouroboros Society has taken over, and we have been tasked with going into and slowly clearing out different floors to finally try to uncover who the culprit is, but we completed everything we could last episode. We do have some more to learn about in the Grim Garden, but that'll have to wait for a little bit later down the road. And so in this episode, we have access to a couple of new places to explore in Edith, including Riverside, Tyrell District, Auburn District, and Grand Circuit. We'll be starting with the Riverside in this episode. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So let's go ahead and just start by going straight to Riverside.
Off we go.
This is the first area you visit back in Daybreak 1, and I think also in Daybreak 2. So I was actually pretty surprised that we did not come here right off the bat in this game. So here we are in the district of Riverside, a place that I enjoy the aesthetic of whenever we come here, but it actually, I feel like it's one of our least visited places just because there's not really much here. There's only like 2 shops. So unless you're coming here for a bulletin board, usually there's not a reason to come here. Even with all the commotion, Riverside itself never changes, does it? Yeah, I come here for Sunday school a lot, and it's really got a way of making you feel like everything's okay. No arguments there. So, are we hitting up Bermati's place while we're in the area? That's a no-brainer. If anybody has new dirt to share, it'll be an informant. Let's be on our way then. I was actually wondering, because we hadn't visited Bermati in the morning. I was like, are we not going to be visiting Bermati in this episode, or in this game? Well, as you might have guessed, now that we have access to Shard Search and the Garden, that means there are things we can find around here. But again, there's not very much. Can't go into the concert hall just yet, which kind of sucks, because it has new items in there for us, but it won't let us in. Let's go ahead and just head over here. We'll go ahead and just pick up these shards while we can. I believe there should be... Let's just go down first, because clearly these are where our shards are. There's some Grim tokens there. Right over here, we can go ahead and shop at Gordon's Tacos to pick up the chicken avocado tacos, as well as the Soul Chef tacos recipe.
I'll be waiting for you.
We'll go ahead and quickly learn that one, because that is our recipe for this area. And let's go ahead and try to make it real quick. Where is it? Soul... chili shrimp tacos. Let's go ahead and make that real quick. Just one of them. And there are 2 more gourmets finished. Next, we can go ahead and head over here. And we can find... Oh, there was our shards. Did I pick those up as I was running through there? That is crazy. They're right underneath me. We'll go ahead and investigate this to get another access to the Garden. Again, you want to find all of them. There are 23 in this game. This is the second one. Whenever you find them, you'll get tokens and Mira. That's really the only purpose to finding them other than an achievement. So we probably won't be spending too much time with that. And finally, we'll go ahead and head up here. Probably could have headed up back there, but that's fine. Head across. We'll just turn on high-speed mode while we run over here, because the last shards we can pick up is going to be right here. And over here, we can go to Bradley's garage. Let's see if it'll let me in this one. Yes, it will. And we'll talk to Bradley to pick up the Supreme Wax. And that's it. We do have the other store that we can go to, but it's not open just yet. So let's go ahead and use the Supreme Wax on Van. Oh, interesting. You actually can give Van his own items. I wonder if that's because there's 3 protagonists, technically. So you're able to, like, gift between them, I guess is the rationale there. But finally, the last thing we can do is we can go fishing. Yay. There are a few fishing spots over here. There are 2 new fish we can go ahead and get the A rank of while we're here. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. It should be this fishing spot right here. So you can see we can get the 2 brand new big catches. So let's go ahead, make our save, and start fishing. There is one of the new fish, the carp. Unfortunately, not a big catch, which is a little unfortunate. And it looks like that was the only carp we could catch right there. Can I get a carp over there? I actually think I can, but let's just try a deluxe dumpling. And if I don't get it out of this one, I'll start my refreshing. That is a first try hazelfish. That is an A rank hazelfish. I got really lucky and just happened to get that one before I got the other one we were missing. So let's go ahead and keep trying for this last one.
I'll give this a try.
Oh, thank God. There we go. Okay, got the carp and the hazelfish done. We can always double check by going to our fishing and catch list. And yes, both carp and hazelfish, which are 6, have been completed. Oh boy, that was not terribly long, but it can wear on you, man. Just running back and forth trying to get it. And because we got 6 different types of fish, we're also going to get the dual rod, which is an upgraded version of the rod. So now, if we go check out our fishing, you can actually see we have a level 2 rod now. It just makes fishing a little bit easier, meaning you can catch, honestly, some of the harder fish will basically stay the same difficulty as the easier fish, as long as you're catching the fish as you go. So, with that done, let's go ahead and walk in here into Bermati's store, or Bermati's cafe.
What do we have here if not my favorite fixer crew? It's a joy to see you, Van and Elaine.
That is Bermati, an informant and bartender. I know there's at least one more person we have to meet, too. Hello, Bermati. It's good to see you, too. Did you just open up? Seems kind of empty in here.
No, I opened at noon sharp. Honestly, I've had a bit more foot traffic today than I expected. It's usually a ghost bar whenever there's some big event going on, which this time seems to be that project you and your little crew are investigating.
What? How did you know we were looking into that? This guy's a walking, talking gossip magnet, huh? His disposition would not be so unerringly confident unless he had a solid grounds for his claim. It's a little wonder why Marduk has noted him as a promising informant. I'm gonna go out on a whim and guess we've had someone telling us since this morning. Oh dear, seems I've been found out. Well, it's whatever. So on to business. You know the drill. Our info for yours. I can offer some of the guild's intelligence as well. Off the books, of course. And so, Van's group exchanged information with Bermati on the space program. They fished for details on the goings-on of underground entities as they tossed out little scraps they had gathered from Marduk. However, in summary, you've heard nothing about any anti-immigration terrorist groups. Moreover, there's no sign of activity from gangsters, Jaegers, or criminal organizations, foreign or otherwise. Do I have that right? Afraid so, hun. There are rumors buzzing about a new anti-immigration group, but if they've begun making moves, I haven't heard of it. Despite the frenzy over the space program and the economic boom that had attracted seedy elements, they've been awfully quiet of late. At first, I assumed Kincaid was, that the CID was working to ensure nothing came of it. However, I hear they're doing only the bare minimum, yet somehow all is peaceful. Almost too peaceful, in fact, to the point it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Huh, not what I was expecting to hear. It may well be the calm before the storm, or perhaps an invisible hand is at work behind the scenes. Those are my thoughts as well. Putting the behavior of the presidential office and the CID to one side, organizations like Marduk and Ouroboros have their own stake in this. It's like they're bracing for something. A something that's hidden before our very eyes. Well, we can be sure of one thing. Whatever it is, it's got to be connected to the space program. Surely you've got better cards to deal with than that, though, Bermati. Like maybe some dirt on Project Startaker itself? Or that you've been manipulating info on a certain key figure group related to it? Also, their identity would stay a secret? Huh? You don't mean... the woman who aided us during the rewind phenomenon. Now that you mention it, the two of them were together now and then during the student festival, weren't they? Oh, Hermes. I've worked with her on occasion as part of my guild work. Actually, weren't you the one who introduced me to her, Bermati? Oh, you remembered that little detail. Seems that was a rather careless move in retrospect.
I suppose there's no sense in keeping up the pretense. This young lady has been a client of mine for a long time now.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Hello, Hermes. It's that woman I've seen all over the net. Well, if it ain't the lady of the hour, Major Emilia Haring of the Calvard Aerospace Force herself. Nice to meet the real you.
Hey, come on. Stow the sass, will you?
Oh, that's new music. Okay.
Well, it is good to meet face to face, Arkwright. Same goes for Miss Eau Claire and the rest of your crew. Bermati said I might find you here around this time. Guess he was right on the mark as always.
Okay, we get it. Your info network is bonkers good. We're all very impressed. I promise this wasn't meant as a ploy to flaunt my skills as an informant. I was only trying to help arrange a little get-together, as I'd heard you hadn't seen each other since the announcement.
Yeah, I also felt bad about slamming the brakes on my delivery business. Especially since you were all some of my best customers. Sorry for not giving you a heads up.
Nah, we're all good. Water under the bridge. It's crazy to think that history's first astronaut was working part-time as a delivery woman right before. Guessing all that talk about you retiring because of an injury was just a cover story?
No, I really was injured, but I was able to make a full recovery. I got the call to join the project almost 3 years ago, right after the war with the Empire ended. The invitation came straight from General Haring, at the request of the then soon-to-be president of Calvard. He wasn't entirely sold on the idea at first, but I said yes in a heartbeat. No way was I gonna pass up the chance to be the first person to soar above the skies and into outer space. Still, because of my military achievements from the first day of the war, I decided to resign with a promotion in rank. After a year of hellish training, I grabbed myself one of the newly released Orbital bikes and started up a delivery service. A while later, it was Dingo who introduced me to Arkwright here.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow, I've seen one buck wild resumes, but yours takes the cake. But why a part-time delivery driver of all things?
Oh, I never thought of my delivery business as just a part-time gig. To me, both that and my piloting work are part of my career. As for why I became a courier, I figured it'd help me become a better pilot and astronaut. That's all.
Wait, seriously? I suppose riding an orbital bike does require split-second decision-making and a high tolerance for acceleration. Having to steer with near-perfect accuracy at top speeds is not a skill one acquires overnight.
Yeah, and that's why I chose that path. Although I have considered joining Z1 instead. Figured it'd be fun to bust up that boys' club.
Oh, yeah, that's another character we're gonna meet.
Bad news if I accidentally got famous.
Yeah, we gotta go meet Maxim.
Besides, riding the highways and making deliveries within a second, all the while not causing any wrecks, gives me one hell of a rush. It's why I think of it as my calling in life, even more so than being a pilot.
I see. How fascinating. No surprise you thought about being a Z1 racer considering your competitive streak. Shame you didn't go for it. You could have eaten their 2-bit chump of a top racer for breakfast. Totally. The way she moved that gunship, I felt like I was soaring on the back of a falcon. Admittedly, I do have mixed feelings about having unknowingly worked with a member of the military, but I'll put them aside for now. Incidentally, I suppose I'm a little late in realizing this, but you're older than most of us here, aren't you, Major Emilia?
Please, just call me Hermes like you're used to.
Hermes.
And I'm 28, so that would make me, what, 3 years older than you?
I am officially older than Elaine and Van. Uh-oh.
I guess that goes for you too. Huh, Arkwright?
I mean, you're not wrong, but... It's funny how friendly you're acting after pulling one over on us. You really ain't gonna let us draw a line in the sand, are you?
Nope. That's just not my style. Plus, I can't very well go losing my best customers, now can I? Once this project is over and done with, I'll be starting up my delivery service again. I'd like it if we could still do business then. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Okay, so she's not a bad guy. That's good. Huh. Fine then. You've done a lot for us, so I'll be looking forward to your grand reopening, Hermes. That's why I need you to watch yourself out there. Not sure this project will go like they said it would during the announcement.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Arkwright. You know, you may be a few years younger, but you're totally my type. How about we make this relationship a bit more intimate?
Yes. Ooh la la! I can't wait for this to pan behind Van. What the hell, lady? The helmet comes off and suddenly you're Miss Grabby Hands? I was hoping all three of those girls were gonna lose it. Dang it. It's not right for a man and a woman to get so touchy-feely before marriage. How does it feel being the goddess's favorite, you bastard? Anything to say for yourself, Van? Okay, well, at least we got Elaine having a reaction. What? Why me? Now here's a familiar sight, though I do get the feeling she's not being entirely forthcoming with us. Yet we can hardly accuse her of being deceptive. It's only natural that there are matters she's not at liberty to disclose. Indeed. Moreover, her desire to see Mr. Arkwright and the rest of us did appear to be genuine. After wrapping up the conversation, Major Emilia, also known as Hermes, took a seat at the bar to unwind a bit. Van's group opted to rest for a little while longer before eventually resuming their investigation. So I know the characters we're still missing. We are still missing the reporter, we are still missing the princess, and we are still missing Maxim. I'm guessing we're probably going to meet them in all the upcoming areas. So before we go anywhere else, first we do have Bermati here we can talk to, who will give us 2 new snacks. As well as if we head out here, Hermes was actually a connection event back in Daybreak 1, I believe. I don't think she was in Daybreak 2, but I wonder if she will be in this game. We'll go ahead and walk forward over to this board here, and we're going to get stopped before we can make it there. Huh? What's that? It sounds like propellers.
Apologies for the wait. Here's your delivery.
The latest model of small-scale drone, and it appears to have been designed for deliveries. Huh? So you can deliver stuff by drone now? Who would have thought? Did you order something recently, Van? Nah, I got no idea what this is about. Oh, getting a call. Who's this from? Sup, my name is Rains, and I'm technically a member of ZCF in Liberal. Glad I found you guys. I've got something to talk with you about. His voice matches that of the drones. Yeah, seems like it. So it's safe to say you're the one controlling this thing, then? What's this all about? As a matter of fact, I'm handling a request from Hermes, the delivery lady. Did you guys know she's stopping her delivery service for a while? Yes, although we only just heard about it. Well, that timing works out pretty nice. So yeah, basically she asked me to help her clients while she's off. And instead of by bike, I'm making deliveries with the latest model of ZCF drones. Gotcha. Well, if you're subbing in for Hermes, that's a welcome thing to hear. On top of that, it's clear you're no simple entrepreneur. Pretty damn suspicious if you ask me. Seriously, and the cherry on top is that the guy isn't even trying to hide how shady he is. Haha, that's just how things are in the real world, kiddos. Anyway, if you ever need anything, you just give me a call and I'll give it to you anywhere in here in Edith. For the time being, let me present you with this as a token of our new friendship. Van accepted the package from the delivery drone. Obtained a Tyrol balm. Oh, huh, so that's the kind of stuff it can bring us. You also may be interested to hear that our drone delivery shop has some exclusive products you can't find anywhere else. So by all means, give us a call and order to your heart's content. Hell of a sales pitch, bud. Still, can't say I entirely trust you. But if you're filling in for Hermes, then yeah, I'll probably put your little drone there to good use before long. The drone shop. Basically, when you're in Edith, you can go ahead and call a drone and get certain items. Now, the only unfortunate thing is, if it's anything like Hermes, I just never used Hermes' abilities. But you can see, you can hop in here and buy special items, such as hot milk tea, which you can purchase. Now, I'm pretty sure anytime you have a food item, you actually can just get that from other places in the world, as well as things like this blade crest. It costs 10,000, and it's honestly probably just not worth picking up right now. And if you want to reroll to get new items, you can. That's also just the bargain bin. Everything else is just like your typical stuff. And I think you can even buy, yeah, fishing bait, dumplings, and deluxe dumplings. But if you press Y to reroll, you can essentially get new items. So armor crest, sunglasses, and again, more items you might not have yet, and so on. If you run out of rerolls, you will have to use the... well, you can kind of see it here. You'll have to use G tokens to keep re-rolling. But I don't really plan on using the drone shop too much, if at all. So with that done, let's go ahead and walk up to our 4SPG board and see what we got. The confidential data draft. So we'll go ahead and just start this up. It's actually not that bad. We're going to go ahead and run over here to the terrace. And we're essentially just going to be playing a betting game. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy. And while we're at it, no, all we can do is rely on the Spriggan being real. You're Bassett, right? I saw your request. Huh? Do you mean you're him? I believe you said the case was extremely important and could not be overlooked. I can't decide whether or not to take your case with just that. Mind giving me the details? Yes, of course. Please take a seat. This is a matter that requires your absolute discretion. I work as a manager for Edgeworth General Trading Company. And yesterday, every terminal in the company locked up. We weren't able to control a single one. Are you sure someone didn't just make a mistake? Positive, because when our screen's locked, a message appeared on all of them. We've stolen all of your company's data. If you don't pay us 1,000,000 Mira, we'll leak everything. Holy smokes. Doesn't leave much room for doubt. It does sound like you've been hacked. But Edgeworth General Trading Company, they're one of the capital's biggest corporations. This is a major concern. Have you been able to confirm whether or not any data actually leaked? Yes, unfortunately. Since this morning, our screens have been showing the address of an illicit web auction. We noted that a part of our internal data had indeed been put up for bid. So the culprits made their demands and offered a little demonstration to boot. The bidding's almost over. If this keeps up, I'm finished. My company is finished. Look, you have some doubts. You're not wrong, but before we get into that, let's review the facts. Rosette, can I hear your thoughts? As you wish. According to my understanding of the situation, this is likely ransomware, a type of hacking trick. Did you say ransomware? Yes, simply put, it is a type of virus that demands a ransom. If the ransom isn't paid, then the system won't recover, information will be leaked, and there will be a considerable damage. If it comes to light, the company will lose all trust they've built. It really is a rather underhanded method. So that's what we're dealing with, huh? I can see why they would be distressed. What am I supposed to do? Just calm down, Mr. Bassett. We've heard that about this kind of thing at the guild before. I'll admit it's quite the troublesome crime. Rumors say that the majority of cases come from viruses attached to orb mail and that sort of thing. Yeah, see, that's kind of the thing that's been bothering me. This is a crime, even if it is perpetrated on the net. It'd make way more sense for you to have gone to the guild or the police. You decided to bring it to us, a clandestine solution. Meaning you've already got an idea about what's really going on, yeah? About that, actually. The virus probably came from, my own computer. Can you explain it in more detail? I'm saying it's my fault. I've been gambling on the net recently. Once I tried it out, I was hooked. Don't tell me you're doing it at the office. Only during my breaks. I made sure I didn't go overboard and bet too much. I figured it'd be fine if I just had a little fun. But then yesterday I got an orb mail with a subject line that read, "Winner!" I opened it without thinking. And that's how the virus was downloaded. Boy, you screwed up big time. No wonder you came to us. But don't worry, when it comes to technical stuff, you can count on our genius division. We're kind of stretching the definition of a 4SPG here. There's just one thing I'm worried about. According to rumors, this sort of blackmailing by ransomware's got its start with Almada. Almada? Yes, one of their fronts had a team that specialized in orbal net crime. They developed a virus at the time that made them a huge amount of money. It wouldn't be inaccurate to suggest they're the ones behind the rise of ransomware in the Republic. Which may mean this falls under the umbrella of unfinished business. Yep. Even if the organization is toast, there's a chance their know-how is still involved. So just leaving it to the police doesn't sit well with me. So, you'll help me? Yes, I will. We'll get a little bit of gray when we complete this. Alright, we'll take your case. Just so you know, we can't guarantee we'll be able to solve it before your involvement gets out. You get me? It can't be helped, but please do your best to handle this delicately. You say that, but there's only so much we can do. Yeah, this time it'll be up to our tech squad. We'll have to reach out to Katre, too. And allow me to send him the details. Seeing as this is a new kind of online crime that is yet to be addressed or regulated, I'll do what I can to get the guild to cooperate. We need to try to prevent this from spreading and getting any worse. The Orbital Net's a little outside of our area of expertise, but we'll do what we can to help. And let's hash out a plan. We gotta catch this hacking prick. And so, Van and his group, led by Rosette and Quatre, began the search for clues that could lead them to the culprits. They discovered that the ransomware in question was so sophisticated, direct tracing of its footprints would be difficult. Instead, Van decided to bid on the company's confidential information on the illicit auction site. The team would then try to see if they could reverse hack the Orbital Network page. To begin the operation, speak to him once again.
Let's hurry up and finish
So we'll go ahead and hop right into this. This isn't a minigame of any kind. It's just you have to do the right answer choices at the right time. So just make sure you follow along. Let's go ahead and begin the operation. Data link confirmed. Beginning analysis of the illicit site. The pursuit system architecture is evolving nicely. It's a variation of a process I've used before, so it shouldn't take too long. Is that right? Sorry to call you over here on short notice, Quatre. It's alright. It's a lot easier for me to link up with Rosette from here. As a high-level Marduk concierge, I'll do my very best to provide support. I'm looking forward to working with you. Preparations are complete on our end. It seems the auction's already begun. How can that be? What if someone else wins it? Just calm down. It's not going to be over that quick. We'll win it, make our deposit, and then reverse hack the culprits when they try to withdraw the money, right? The client has already volunteered to cover the expense, but I'd still like to keep the bid as low as possible. We gotta find a way to draw this out as long as we can. Now's the time to show what we're made of. Please, I'm counting on you. Edgeworth General Trading Company's confidential database is up next. It's currently at 45,000 Mira. Rosette, Quatre, how's your progress coming? We have completed the analysis of the financial system. With 5 more minutes, we should be able to put together the surveillance routine. Theo and I are in the middle of our final checks. Maybe another 10 minutes? Gotcha. I'll draw this out as long as you need and then win the dang thing in the end. If I can, anyway. Bids must be in increments of 10,000, 5,000, or 1,000 Mira. Keep track of the bids of other participants and buy the data for as little as possible. You're essentially playing a betting game. There's a new bid. Bid is 46,000 Mira. Then we have a 50,000 Mira. One bid after another. Looks like it's still got momentum. This might be a good opportunity to lose the people sitting back and waiting. At a time like this, we need to show them a reasonable rate. So, we are going to open with a 5,000 Mira bid because it is a reasonable rate. We want to get rid of the people who are bidding low. We have a new bid for 60,000. 60 grand. The price is going up bit by bit. It's been going smoothly so far, but there's at least one person hanging in there. He's definitely got some momentum behind him. I get the feeling he wants it more than the others. It's still too early to push hard. Let's slow things down a bit. We're going to slow it down by going 1,000 Mira. We're just going to make a, for 61,000 Mira bet? A Playboy bit 65,000. This is exactly the response we're looking for. He's really hanging in there. This Playboy must be a serious problem. This ain't a contest we can lose. We'll just have to keep pushing. Is this a direct message? Huh? Something's up. No. For now, we need to stay focused. Mr. Arkwright, I've finished my preparations. I'm ready too. We can go at any time. Roger that. We've only got a little bit of time before the bid ends. Time for a last splurge. A small bid now could cost us. It's time to go big. Let's do the 10,000 Mira bet. Final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on, please work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, you've won. You did it. With this, we've stopped the information from leaking. Don't you think you're jumping the gun? The win is just one part of the operation. The real work starts now. Still, for the moment at least, well done, Mr. Arkwright. By the way, it looked like something was worrying you just a moment ago. You got a message from that troublesome account, didn't you? You mean that Playboy person? Yep, right before the last bid. Let me give it another look. Are you the rumored Spriggan? Wait a second, how do you know who you are? Doesn't look like we were hacked. Is it possible they knew the meaning of 4SPG? Nah, this guy stopped bidding at the end. He knew he was stopping when he sent that DM. In which case, and open the DM window and type to reply. Same work. Yes. Be careful of attacks from these addresses. Attached to Playboy's DMs was a list of multiple addresses. Just in case, Rosette, put some guards in place against these addresses. They might have some anti-hacking measures in place too. Can you handle those, Quatre? You got it. I just need to modify part of my tracing program. It's about time to make the deposit. All you, Bassett. Right, I'll deposit the money right away. Good, let's start phase 2. With that, they began reverse hacking the culprits. They ran into a cunning, sophisticated trap and even encountered a fierce counterattack. I've encountered another trap. The number simply beggars belief. These guys have prepared some serious countermeasures. Man, if this keeps up... Yeah, I know. There's a chance we won't succeed. Only we had some sort of insurance. Use this. It's a special vaccine bot. Your opponent is a former member of the most infamous hacking group. Stay sharp. Quatre, incorporate this into your intercept system. We'll handle impeding the impayment. Rosette, you focus on the reverse hack. Understood. Delete dummy addresses and traps. Perform parallel analysis on block 28,000. Found it, but this is... They're using access points on the expressway and are constantly in motion. Does that mean we don't know where they are? They're being exceptionally careful, like they're used to this sort of thing. Their group is likely dedicated to crimes on the orbital net. But they cannot be on the move forever, and besides, it would appear we have another weapon in our arsenal. Let's push it through. After that, the group continued to put pressure on their mobile opponent. Eventually, they managed to force them to the Auber district. Target is currently using the access point in the Auber district. It took a while, but we finally managed to contain them. The trap to hold them in place appears to be working. They won't be going anywhere for a while. Looks like you two really had to pull out all the stops there. Nice work, Quatre. Rosette. Thanks to you, we've got the chance we need. Let's head out. Time to take control of the situation directly. And we earned 2 SP for doing the right choices, and as they mentioned, our next destination is the Auber district. So let's go ahead and head over there.
Let's do this.
Just like we did a few episodes back, we will not be doing anything else besides going to finish up this side quest real quick, because we're going to be going to the Tyrell district probably in the second half of the episode. We'll see. I'll try to look up what all we have to do in each of those districts, see whichever one's quicker. It's been a minute since we dropped by the Auber district. Last time was maybe a month or so ago. I had so much fun at the festival back in April. Seems as though they're closing now that finals are over. I hardly see any students around at all. Well, it's not like we got many 4SPGs out here. But it's better than Lavere, at least. Worth taking a quick peek around and swinging by the cathedral. I suppose I can see why you might question the need to frequent this district. On a separate note, we'll need to find someplace to park before we can inspect the bulletin board. You heard the man, Aaron. Let's pull into the school parking lot just up ahead. Oh, that reminds me, Agnes is at Aramis right now, isn't she? Perhaps we ought to stop and say hello while we're here. Ah, yeah. Guess we could do that if we got the time. In that case, why don't we grab some stuff from the patisserie from the student council members? With how stressed they sounded earlier, I'm sure they'd be happy to have some pick-me-up sweet treats. Oh, I'm totally down with that idea. I can hear my wallet crying. Oh well, sharing the love of Andalusia would be with the world as a cause worth breaking the piggy bank over. I'm gonna buy up their whole stock of the summer exclusive 3 citrus yogurt mousse dessert. Let's do this! But not quite yet. Shortly thereafter, they reached out to Aramis Academy and received permission to enter the school grounds due to their help during the festival. After parking Van's pickup truck in the school's parking lot, they headed for the patisserie nearby. these kinds of foods that I see make me really want to go have, like, a real patisserie food. Hell yeah, we got the second summer limited edition tart, the no-bake mango cheesecake. This beaut is the creme de la creme of all desserts. I've got to have me a slice now. Dear Adios, please shut this man up for me. Thanks. Still, it does look super good. Be that as it may, it seems like Agnes and the others are fairly busy right now. Now may not be the best time to bring this over. I concur. It would be best to wait a little while longer, so as not to disturb them. In the meantime, the ice packs they provided should keep the dessert sufficiently cool. Then why don't we put this time to good use by checking the bulletin board and stopping by the cathedral? A fine idea. We can return once our business in the district is settled. Sounds good. Not picking up much of a scent, but it does seem like there are some 4 SPGs waiting for us. We ought to check out that so-called hacker gang too on top of all those. Visiting Aramis Academy will trigger an event that will partially update the Auber district. So we're not going to be going there just yet. Circling back a bit though. That was one odd ask Holland made of me. Incidentally, Van, I've been getting a real kick out of your Bon Bon Appetit blog. You read my sweets reviews? Well, damn, means the world, honestly. Yes, well, that brings me to my next point. I'd like it if you could post more frequently in the name of making the confectionery world just a little bit wider. My hopes are high for whatever comments you and your friends have to share. Couldn't call myself much of a man if I turned down a heartfelt request like that. The sugary rewards he promised ain't got a thing to do with it. No, sir. Received a 3 citrus yogurt mousse from Holland to feature in a blog entry. Sweets blogs. Upload confectionery reviews to Van's blog by selecting premium sweets from the gourmet tab in the notebook. Consume the treat to make it eligible for an upload. In addition to being able to read the review, you'll also earn the associated achievements rewards. We'll go over that in a little bit. For now, though, we want to go ahead and head over here because we do have a side quest to complete. We'll actually probably be going over that next episode. If we check right here, we can go ahead and finish up the side quest. Observe the black car facing the road. A black Land Cruiser, huh? Don't see those around too often. You think that's them? Lizette, can you look into it? Yes, there's no mistake. They've attempted to obfuscate it, but their orbital net protocol, their OP address, matches the culprit. Hee, then it's finally time for them to pay the piper. That's one way to put it. It'll definitely be a pain if we let them get away. We'll use the car to block them in. Elaine, are you ready to move? Yes. I've already arranged for the vehicles. We're ready at any time. Then let's begin the arrest. Hey, are you still having trouble? Shut it, these guys know what they're doing. They've laid out branches across every access point along the expressway. Just who are these guys? Hey, you guys got a minute? Don't tell me it's... Watch out, we're surrounded. Are you freaking kidding me? How did they find us? Damn it, I'm not getting caught like this. Ugh, did our endgame come up a little short? Guess it can't be helped. Orbital spikes, okay. Was Playboy the drone operator? What's going on here? We managed to capture them. It appears they really were the criminals operating on the orbital net for Armada. Yes, we'd captured them before, but since they didn't have any real charges against them, they were released after 6 months. Who would have thought they'd start spreading ransomware again once the heat died down? It appears they've even rebuilt their old hacking system. With such high specs and cunning design, I expected Melchior was behind it. That explains all the twisted stuff they were doing. But now all that exploitation is going to be put to rest. How can I ever repay you? Thank you, all of you. Our computers should be back to normal now, right? And none of our data got leaked, right? Yes, we were able to recover the restoration key from the culprit's computer. You can use it as soon as you'd like. It was more trouble than anticipated, but it looks like it was a job well done. About that. There's one other thing I have to confirm first. The cooperative mystery account that kept getting in the way. That was you, wasn't it, Playboy? Oh, you noticed? I guess that nose of yours is worth its reputation after all, Spriggan. He certainly looks like a playboy. That drone would make you... Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rains, and ostensibly I run a drone shop. I'm more or less a contract employee of RNA Securities. As you'd expect, my help was enlisted by Edgeworth General Trading Company's upper management. RNA Securities? They specialize in cybercrimes, don't they? Yes, that's what puts them on the map. Their headquarters are based in Liberal. Upper management? Wait a second. I never expected the Spriggan and I would try the same approach. But everything worked out in the end, so let's just leave it at that. Though, and it breaks my heart to say so, I will have to make a full report, including details about how the system was breached. They'll find out? What should I do? They'll fire me for sure. That's part of why he asked us for help. What should we do, Van? Good point. Here is our alignment choice. If we have him come clean himself, that is the law option. Have him feign ignorance is the gray option. And make a deal with Rains is the chaos option, meaning we will have him make a deal with Rains. Look, making a report is just part of your job. But I don't see any reason you'd have to include my client's actions. Huh? Oh my, do you intend to poke your nose into my work too? Nah, I'm just making sure. Reporting on the source of the virus is definitely a part of your job. But reporting what a certain employee was doing on his computer at the time is, strictly speaking, unrelated. You're not wrong. Failing to report something I learned in my investigation will leave a bad taste in my mouth. Is there even a reason why I wouldn't report all my findings? Here's an idea. What if we were to remove ourselves from the equation? It'd reflect poorly on a well-known security company if they were bested by some unknowns. You're an interesting one, aren't you? But I don't really care about how it reflects on us. That said, I did get to see your ability and your potential up close. And I think we can form a cooperative relationship. How about we settle on that? Really? I'm not really sure I like how that played out. But this is par for the course for fixers. After that, the group said their goodbyes to the grateful client and resumed their activities. While they weren't looking, Rains disappeared. A certain ore mail was delivered to Van Zypha. It was fun, Spriggan. Let's do it again sometime. P.S. This is a little thanks from me. Hope it helps. Delivery drone delivered Vitality Droplets 3.
Well done, everyone.
We get 4,000 Mira and a little bit of gray and a little bit more chaos. Now that we've finished off this gig, it's time to get ready for the real deal. I can leave Crossbow to my younger brother. But it's time I unraveled everyone's movements, which all seem to center on the Republic, from Ouroboros to Thors and everyone in between. Just to make sure nobody's gambling with the future of the continent. Dude, what do you mean, Rains? Who are you? That is crazy. Well, that's it for this area. I actually don't want to be in Auburn just yet, so instead, let's head on over to Tyrell District.
What are we waiting for?
It would seem the space program has been the center of conversation in this district as well. Yeah, really trending with your younger generation. Even the entertainment industry is feeling the impact. You can probably attribute that to how accessible information is now that T-phones have become so commonplace. Well, between the movie theater and the Tyrell Times, we're hardly short on points of interest. Are there any other locations you intend to visit? That Eastern restaurant. Seunj is a Hiway affiliate, for one. When it comes to getting the underworld scoop, we can't go wrong there. That seems as good a place to start as any. Let's begin our rounds then. So, we have just as many things to find as usual. Go ahead and pick up these shards. Then we're just going to make a quick lap to pick up all the shards before we do anything else. So go ahead and run over here. And we can find more shards right here. And then we'll head up this way, where at the end of, I believe, this pathway, we can find even more shards right there. And then we'll go ahead and head back this way. And we can find another portal right back here. We'll go ahead and grab that one. And there we go. That's another Grim Portal discovered. Now to go start purchasing everything. So we'll go ahead and just start back here just because I don't want to come back here again. Got a vending machine for me with a lime soda and a fruit a lot. We can go ahead and head over here next to go to the cafe. And this will have a Macmillan blend.
Please stop by again.
Then back outside, we can go just right here to get a blue star earrings, which is something we want to pick up.
Be seeing you.
And then in here, we're going to ignore that right side for now. Instead, we're going to come over here. And we're going to grab the sous chef noodle dish and the fancy pencils.
I hope to see you again.
We will, of course, go ahead and learn the soul chef noodles dish. And let's go ahead and see if we can make it without any issues. The brothless Danmian. We'll go ahead and make that real quick. Just one of them.
That's some bachelor cooking.
Then we'll go ahead and give our gift over to Yume.
I love it.
And back out here, we can go ahead and grab this food, the Maximum Energy. We will come back here in 1 second, because as we heard, that is a fishing spot we can go to.
Care for some popcorn? Hey there.
Go ahead and grab this maple popcorn.
Come again.
Right over here,
How about a delicious
we can get the blue planet. What did I do there? And then right over here is one more fishing spot we can do. I will go ahead and make our save per usual, because this does have one new fish we can get at A rank. This will be,
Give this a try.
you can see it right. This one's tough to line up. You have to I find it easier to stand further back. There we go. And then it looks like right there's probably our best chance. And the regular dumpling has a chance to get our mystery fish. So let's go ahead and try to get it. Well, we got it first try. That is the Angiru. We got a rank A. Go ahead and hold off because we are officially done here. Go ahead and make our save over the fishing slot. And now let's go ahead and quickly progress the main story. I'll go ahead and grab that for some gold skill stones. And let's walk in here. Usually I probably would wait to progress this. But you can see we have another shop in here. So let's go ahead and just head inside. Ooh, no, we actually don't need to do it yet. We'll go ahead and shop for the Kaiyun Zhao Long Bao, as well as the slightly bitter oolong tea. Now, that is all the food we can get here, and we've been stockpiling the food for a while. So let's go ahead and just quickly spam through this. We hit gourmet rank 9. We actually might even get up to near 11 or 12, because that's 10. We just had a lot of food I hadn't eaten yet. So this will be... Are we going to hit 11? Could be close and not quite 11. So now we'll go ahead and... Ooh, actually, can I... Because I just got the food. Yes, I can upload a picture of the lavender jelly. We'll go ahead and upload.
Sure, go right ahead.
And I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we can actually upload a couple of these. Parfait de Royale.
Put it on the blog.
We get I think these are just for bonus rewards. But pretty much all of the different sweets that we've tried, which we have 8 pages of right now, we can just go ahead and quickly do a review. And we'll see what kind of quests we'll complete from this, or any achievements, rather, that we complete from this. The 3 citrus yogurt mousse. The blue planet.
Put it on the blog.
Thanks, boss.
5-star for the 3 citrus yogurt mousse, huh? Blue planet only got 3. That's brutal.
All right.
And the peach tart totten.
To you.
Another 5-star. Now, do I get anything great from that? I didn't even get an achievement, so maybe not. Now, we'll go ahead and run up here, because we have yet another movie we can watch in here. And sometimes, I believe it's only at this cinema, we actually can watch 2 movies because we have enough time. let's go ahead and watch a
Wonder when
movie.
they'll finally announce a Michigan boots.
And we are not going to watch Sacred Journey because we already have watched Sacred Journey. Instead, we're going to watch Detective Scariot with Rosette and Quatre. Has 3 tickets. Let's purchase it. And we head to the theater. We'll go ahead and skip to where they actually start voicing the lines. Assuming they voice lines for all the movies. We'll see right now. Yeah, it's about a detective.
And that
It is
how
voiced.
I believe the case unfolded. I do appreciate your cooperation through this tedious explanation of mine.
Oh, astounding. Who would have thought to look for a clue like that in the train schedule of all places?
That's all well and good, but it still doesn't tell us who the perpetrator was.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Who did it? Who killed my husband?
Please calm yourself, madame, for you see, I was not quite finished with my deductions. It is abundantly clear that the victim, Monsieur Gregson, had secretly earned the ire of a great many people. But you see, in the end, his murder is nothing more than a front. A cover for yet another murder hidden from our eyes in the background.
Pardon?
Another murder.
Just so, madame. There is one among our number who was in the unique position of being able to manipulate this entire situation to their advantage. This dastardly fellow also attempted to skew my line of reasoning through the whole investigation, such that I would arrive at the wrong conclusion. Would you not agree, Wilson?
What? Where is this coming from all of a sudden, Squirrel? Surely you can't be implying...
So you intend to feign ignorance, eh? Alas, then you leave me with no choice. You must know, dear Wilson, that for me, this will be the cruelest, most painful truth to have passed my lips.
Now, I will skip this next dialogue. I don't think this adds anything to the story or even the characters. So we're literally just going to click next scene. And we can buy our brochure. And then we get a little bit for Van, a little bit for Rosette, and a little bit for Quatre. Now, we can actually watch a second movie at this location. So, we'll go ahead and come back down here. And
Welcome.
if we choose to watch a movie, we can now watch the Bravely Legends, meaning at this point, we will have seen all 3 of the movies available to us up to this point. Bravely Legends Awakening of the Flame. So this is just Fairy Tale, right? This is, that looks very similar. And for this movie, we're going to go ahead and invite Aaron and Judith. So Aaron and Judith, I mean, the only ones left are Burgard and Elaine that we have to invite to movies, I believe. We'll go ahead and invite the 2 of them. And a purchase. Awaken aura within me. I think that's what I just heard. I don't want to read this. I'm just going to like skim. No, I was trying to see if this is like a blatant ripoff of an anime. I mean, maybe it's Naruto. It definitely is giving like a demon locked himself inside of a boy, a young boy. Maybe.
I want to save everyone. I don't want a single life to be snuffed out. Burning aura that resides within me. Please, grant me your strength.
This can't be! You burned through my darkness barrier!
Akira! You really did it!
Damn, kid. Really had to wait until the very last second to awaken, didn't you? And that aura.
Thank you, Master. I finally understand what the flame you gave me back then really was. It's hope given form. And with my will, there's no limit to how strong I can become.
What is this power? This is impossible. How could these petulant children be capable of using the aura of legends?
Time to repay what you did to my friends. Take this! Scorching Flame Fist! Ultimate Burst!
Ah! Can't be. Ah!
That was just classic anime. We'll just next scene it real quick, and we can go ahead and buy a brochure. So that is the rest of the brochures that we can get up to this point completed. And now I think we'll go ahead and progress the main story one more time. We won't have enough time to get to the side quests this episode, but I do know who we're about to talk to, and I kind of want to see what they're up to in this game. See if they are playable in this game. I don't know if they will be. If not, that's a little unfortunate that they were only playable in one game, but we'll go ahead and just head up here. I don't even want to turn to face them. Let's all close our eyes together as I approach. Oh, well, you kind of saw his head there.
Well, I hadn't realized you two were in the capital.
What the? Master Bearguard?
Greetings, Master. It's good to see you all.
Celis Ortesia? And Leon Balthazar.
Hey, Arkride. Who the hell do you think you are? Think you can hog Master and go prancing around Edith without us, huh? Way to take a piss all over seniority, you little punk.
Oh, there's nothing for it. A hidden disciple who's only just found his footing needs a bit more pampering than you and I. All that said, I can at least regard you as a proper disciple after that last incident.
Gee, thanks for the open-armed greetings. Honestly, I had no idea you both were even in the city. We haven't seen each other since that case, have we? Thank you for your help in resolving it, by the way. You just had to go and bring that up again. Just thinking about it makes me want to crawl in a hole and die. Understandably, even if it never technically came to be, the ordeal may well have ranked among the highest of your myriad gaffes. At any rate, Van, those were indeed, as you put it, greetings. Such banter is custom amongst us fellow disciples. The more you speak, the less I want any part of your customs. Huh. It hardens me to see you two are doing well. But given the timing of your visit, I take it that you're not merely here to sightsee. Am I wrong? Not in the least. We've come to mount a search, as it so happens. What for? Considering your line of work, I would assume it regards an artifact? Give or take, yeah. What we're after is real damn delicate, so I was hoping we'd track it down pretty quick. Unfortunately, we've received conflicting information, so we were unable to find it here. We'll be leaving the city momentarily to look elsewhere. That all sounds like a hassle and a half. If you need some extra pairs of eyes, we'd be happy to offer them. You see me as a fellow disciple now, right? Let me share the load. No, we couldn't possibly burden you or Master with this. What he said. This is our duty and ours alone. Oh? As one who no longer bears the mark, I am in no position to speak on what the Grossritter ought or oughtn't do. Nevertheless, I still wish to continue my role as your mentor. I plan on staying at Van's side for the time being, so should you need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Oh, and if you happen to run into any of my other disciples, please let them know I said hello. Master, yeah, we'll pass it on. Good fortune be with you, Master. And don't let your neediest disciples over-dependent steal too much of your valuable time. Maybe we should go a round or two before we leave, just to make sure he hasn't been slacking. What? No, I object. You really are loved, aren't you, Bearguard? Yes. As their master, there is no greater blessing. And so we got to meet the two other dominions. That means there are 3 current dominions and an ex-dominion in this game so far, since Bearguard is no longer Dominion, but Kevin is currently one as well. But guys, either way, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wind things down. In the next episode, we do have 2 side quests to complete here, as well as 2 more districts to still explore. I do know Grand Circuit's going to be pretty quick, and Auber District actually has less than Tyrell District. So I'm hoping we have a chance to complete the rest of the content next episode, but we'll just have to wait and see. I will see you guys in the next one.